In Nigeria, love is not blind. Love has 20/20 vision and still decides to enter trouble. Because the moment you say, "I found the one," life replies, "Congratulations, now defend your thesis." You meet her in the most ordinary way, maybe at a bus stop, maybe in church, maybe because a mutual friend said, "You two will like each other," which in Nigeria is either prophecy or setup. She smiles, you smile, something clicks. Not NEPA click, this one is steady. You start talking late night calls. Have you eaten becomes a ritual. Good night stretches into 45 minutes because nobody wants to hang up first, like it's a competition for emotional endurance. You think, this is soft. Nigeria says, add pepper. First, your father asks casually, "Who is the girl?" You answer casually. He responds seriously. From where? 3 words, heavy, like a court ruling. Because in Nigeria, love must carry a passport. You mention her state. He nods slowly, like a man reviewing a loan application that might ruin the family. That has destroyed more relationships than distance. But you persist, because love has already entered your bloodstream like stubborn jollof rice you can't digest but refuse to regret. Then you meet her people. They welcome you with chairs that are too low and expectations that are too high. You greet everybody, from the oldest grandparent to the small child who is somehow also judging you. An elder finally speaks. "We hear you love our daughter." You nod. He nods. Everybody nods. For a moment it feels like unity. Then he says, "Let us talk." Whenever Nigerians say, "Let us talk," prepare your spirit. The list arrives. Of course it arrives. At this point, the list is a national character. It is detailed, it is confident, it does not apologize. Items you expected are there: yam, rice, drinks. Items you didn't expect are also there: mysterious fees that sound like DLC content in a video game. Support for extended family. Appreciation for community. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is where your financial destiny goes to disappear. You look at your girlfriend. She smiles like, "It's normal. Normal." This is not normal, this is an economic reform bill. Still you agree because love has turned you into someone who says no problem to problems that clearly have problems. Then religion enters, wearing authority like agbada. Pastor calls you, "My son, are you ready for marriage?" You say yes. He asks, "Have you prayed?" You say yes. He asks, "Are you sure?" Now you are not sure of anything again. They pray for you, fast for you, counsel you, warn you. Marriage is no longer just love, it is love, a full spiritual project with timelines and deliverables. Meanwhile, politics is somewhere in the background taking notes. We could Nigeria itself as a love story that refuses to end. We complain, we shout, we threaten to leave. But every morning we wake up and say, "Let's try again." Fuel price rises, we adjust. Light disappears, we adapt. Leaders disappoint, we argue. And then we queue again to vote like hopeful romantics who believe this time the apology is sincere. still dares to exist. Not the perfect kind, Nigerian kind. The kind that survives bad roads and worse opinions. The kind that turns I'm broke into will manage. The kind that finds joy in small things, shared meals and side jokes. That one moment of peace when everything else is loud. Because here, love is not about ease. It is about endurance with style. It is about two people standing in the middle of madness and saying, at least we are mad together. And the funniest part, after all the questioning, the listing, the praying, the doubting, you will still look at that person one random evening, maybe during a power outage, maybe sweating under a stubborn fan that is fighting for its life, and think, with all this country is doing, you are still my best decision. And somehow, that feels like victory.